36 to 23 harvesters, this is where you want to be against a Zerg player. You want to be in the lead economically, you want to power your drones early while staying safe from any kind of pressure that he may do. And looks like, yeah, Graf is just sitting on 2 tanks at this point. He's supply capped at 43. He's getting a second Viking out, but Alex is just in a very good position. He's getting his Hydra Den up, and this Viking is getting a full scout off on his base, and he's going to see these 2 mutas pop, but it's okay. I think these 2 mutas are going to be able to chase down that Viking, and that's a good trade. I mean, anytime you get a Viking like that for free, it's not bad at all. And Alex is switching straight into ground forces at this point. He's got his Hydra Den up, and he's dropped dual Evo chambers, so it looks like he's going to start getting those early upgrades out and start pumping Hydras. And he is sending in his initial squad of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Mutalisks to do some harass here at Graf's main, and I think he's going to be able to fare fairly well here. He's going to try and pick off... Oh, he's picking off a lot of SCVs here. This is great work by Alex. He's microing his mutas real well. He's picking off a ton of SCVs. He just picked off all the SCVs that Graf Maynard did to that expansion, so it's really good for him. Units lost. Okay, so they've each lost 10 units, most of which for HD have been Zerglings, and all of which I think for Graf have been SCVs. So, and that Viking. So it looks like he's lost about 9 SCVs at this point, but he's lost much more in terms of resources as far as units lost. And Alex is taking the gold here, so he's going to get up an early 3rd at the gold, which is going to be huge if he manages to get that up. Doing some more harass at the main here, doing a great job actually. So he really turned it up from last game, because Graf really handed it to him last game. So I'm really impressed to see him doing so well. Graf has about 2 tanks and a squad of 10 Marines at this point, but he's really just scrambling to fend off those mutas, and that's a huge issue. And look at this. HD is spending all of his excess energy on extra creep tumors and just spreading them all over the mid here, and I'm a huge fan of that. I remember talking to him about this a while back, and most Zerg players just get that 1 creep tumor and they're content to just run with that the whole game, but I'm a huge fan of spreading multiple creep tumors out through the mid and just flooding the entire map with creep. I mean, why not? Usually you're going to accumulate tons of energy on your queens anyway and not really do anything with them, so I'm a huge fan of this. No Overseer out of HD yet, though. I would like to see an Overseer out on the field, pooping out some infested Terrans, or I mean, pooping out some changelings, and also you can go in and harass the key buildings like the factory and the starport, shut them down for, you know, whatever it is, 20-30 seconds. Oh, and there is an Overseer over here on the left that I missed, accumulating energy, so he just hasn't used it yet. I'd love to see him go in and shut down either the factory or the starport. And now HD is taking control of the middle of the map here. He's got a good group of Hydras out, and he still has many of his mutas still alive from the initial. So he's sitting real pretty. His gold is up and running at this point. Oh, Timunjin is lagging something fearsome here. That's never fun. Alright, now, yeah, still no Roach 10 from HD. He just does not like to get those roaches, but against an all-marine tank composition, you couldn't have... Oh, and he sends in that Overseer, but just sacrifices it. Doesn't shut down the starport or the factory. He got a scout off, I guess, but lost that Overseer with full energy almost in the process, and I don't think that was worth it. But he does have some infestors out on the field right now, and he is researching neural parasites, so it looks like what he's going to try and do is some kind of timing attack here, where he can neural parasite the siege tanks, push the natural, and hopefully drop it. And it looks like Graf is pushing out towards the mid at this point. And he's actually pushing across the map here. I don't know if it's the right time for him to do this. HD sitting at 2,000 minerals, 400 gas. Good lord. He needs to spit out some units. And he does have Zergling speed finishing, and he is getting quite a bit of Zerglings out, so he's starting to spend a little bit of that cash. He needs to get one of the third queen to march over to that gold expansion and start spawning larvae over there. He just doesn't have enough hatcheries to spend all of his money. He just doesn't have enough larvae. It looks like he's going to flank here and come from behind Graf, but he pulls the Zerglings back. I don't know why he did that. He surrounded the tanks. Good work. Slaughtered the Marines. Very, very good reactive maneuver there by Alex. He managed to crush the Terran's initial move out. He's moving into his natural here, killing tons of SCVs, and I think that might be game. Yeah, and Graf calls it GG. Very good work by HD there. Managed to bring it back, so the series is tied up at 1-1 here. And let me go talk to them and see if they're gonna play a third match here. Anyways, thanks for listening, guys, and hopefully this will be up on Alex's YouTube in a couple days. Good work, Alex. Good work, Fred. That was a good game. Too bad I can't upload the first game. I wasn't really commentating from HD's perspective, and he can only record the game from his perspective, so I'm not going to be able to upload that, obviously. But anyways, I'm going to sign out and stop this recording. So this is PainUser signing off.